Hello everyone and welcome back to Saiyan Squabbles. I am Papa Ping Pong here to bring you yet another deck profile. So today I'm bringing you a deck that I've been working on for quite a while now, trying to perfect. So back in, before Child's Wish was banned, I used to play a very powerful Shenron Zamasu deck, and today I'm bringing a mix of that deck plus hand control. And I've been trying to perfect it, and luckily with set 8, I think I've hit that sweet spot to where I can finally make it work properly. And yeah, let's just get right into it. So the leader for this is Dende. So its permanent is you can't include extra cards with energy cost of 4 or more in your deck, and this card cannot attack. So I did want to run World Peace in this deck just to run one or two just to recur some pieces, but it's not necessary, I figured out, for this deck. And oh, my dog's going crazy on his bone right now. But so we don't run any desires in this deck. We don't really need any. But so it's active main, you switch into rest mode, you burst 2, and you search for 2 Dragon Balls from your life or deck and add them to your hand. So when you have 7 or more Dragon Balls in your drop area, you can add a desire from your drop area to your hand, which again we don't run. Flip this card over. So Son Goku energy restored. So active main once per turn. So he's got the standard Shenron stuff for the first 2 abilities. Draw 1 card, or choose 1 blue or black desire card in your in your hand with an energy cost equal to or less than your current energy, and activate it for free. And then his ult removes 7 Dragon Balls from the game, and you get to draw 2 cards and restand 2 energy at the end of your turn. He goes that back to just being Dende. So that's a really good ability, which I'll explain what the strat is that we do for that when we get to it. So let's get into the deck profile. We'll start off with the black stuff. So the pretty obvious first thing we start with, 7 Dragon Balls. We don't run Super Dragon Ball or the 1-drop because this is a blue-green deck. So the 1-star, we can't play turn 1, and turn 2 we want to play something different. So it's just good old-fashioned 7 Dragon Balls. Next up, the card that, if there was a card to get cut, this would probably be it. 2 Dragon Radars. Basically, if you're bricking, you tap 1, and you add 2 Dragon Balls from your drop area to your hand. You're never searching for Dragon Balls, but so you tap 1, draw 2, basically. I'm probably going to drop this to 1, though, and I'll tell you which card I'm going to switch it out for next. But so far, this build is done really well. Dangerous Journey Bulma. So since you have a Burst 2 effect, there's some cards that you are bursting that are really critical. So if you mill out your critical pieces, you play her, and her auto is, when you play this card, if your leader card is a Shenron, choose up to 3 battle cards with an energy cost of 3 or more in your drop area, shuffle them into your deck, and then draw 1 card. So pretty good, and she's just a 1 cost, so she's pretty free. So next up, got our blue package. So super combos, Sparking 5, Great Saiyan Man. 10k draw 1. Pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory. Everybody knows what a super combo does. Next up, we got 2 Burnished Blondes Borgos, just a draw 1, and there's a lot of untapping going on right now, especially the Broly. Both kinds of Broly, both blue-yellow and blue-green. So when your opponent untaps an energy on their turn due to a non-awakened skill, you choose one of their energy and place them in the drop area. So I've thought about taking out 1 Dragon Radar for just 1 more of these, because at least he's a 5k combo piece that allows you to draw 1, and he has some utility beyond that. But I'm not sure yet. So far, I'm pretty confident in this. Next up, got 2 Undying Spirit Son Gohan. So this is our counterplay that we run in the deck, and I would run Vegeta the Cruel instead, but we need blue cards desperately, especially for some arrival stuff that we'll get into later. So if you have a multicolor card in your energy, it becomes a 2 cost, and when you play this card, you bounce back your opponent's 4 or less, and then you restand 1 blue energy. So he basically becomes a 1 cost. He's good, and then he's a 15k swing, but I much prefer Vegeta the Cruel. If anyone has any other recommendations for a 5k battle card, or any blue or green switch outs, or things I could switch out for Vegeta the Cruel instead, just let me know. But so far, I have not been able to find anything to replace those with. Next up, 1 Unyielding Spirit Trunks. Pretty simple. If it's your turn and your leader card is blue and you combo with them, you restand 1 energy. So And that's another pro of running this over regular Shenron. So, next up, 3 Senzu Bean. I had these at 4, but I decided to switch one out for an Unyielding Spirit, just because he's a combo piece, restands, and he counts as a rival fodder. So, we're going to be using this mostly offensively, which I'll explain later, but 5k, restand 2 of your energy. Really, everyone knows what Senzu Bean does. Next up, we got 4-Dimension Magic. Everyone knows what this does. You negate, restand 2 energy. It's sparking 5, so you can take a life instead. So that'll pretty much always be live. So now going into the green cards, we got 4 Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black, A Delicate Plan. So you're going to only be playing this guy from your hand defensively because your leader cannot attack. So his active battle is for 2 energy. You play him and KO a 2 or less, which again, you're going to be playing this always defensively. So, and you draw so much, you want to open with a multicolor and one of these in your hand. Definitely a hard mulligan for one of these because this is what makes the deck run. And of course, with Dangerous Journey Bulma, if something does happen, you can shuffle him back into the deck. And then for his active main, for 3 energy, you can play 1 green Zamasu card with energy cost 5 or more from your hand. And then during your opponent's main phase, you restand 1 green energy. So super good card, one of my favorite cards in the game. And next up, for our green Zamasu stuff, we got 4 of the 5-drops, Deity's Wrath. So Indestructible is active main, which we're never going to use, so don't worry about it. And his auto, when this card attacks, your opponent drops 1 card. Pretty good. He basically becomes a 2-cost with your Goku Black's effect. Pretty much all of them become 2 costs. So, then next up we got 4 Twisted Justice Fuse Zamasu. So double strike, indestructible, and when you play this card, you choose 2 cards in your opponent's hand, place them in the drop area. They do not reveal, and then you choose up to 2 of your opponent's battle cards and KO them. This is super strong spot removal because most stuff running around does not have barrier. The only thing running around that really has barrier is Piccolo, Assimilated Ability, or you choose 2 cards in their hand and drop. So they're basically randomly dropping 2 cards, so you can be getting rid of their vital pieces. That is probably top 5 favorite cards in the game. I love that card. Next up, blue-green. Got 4 of the 17s, which basically they ignore energy exhaust if you already have a blue-green in your battle area or your combat or energy area. And his auto doesn't matter, but I'll read it anyway. Once per turn, when your opponent combos, choose it to one of those cards that they comboed with and place it in the drop, or place it at the bottom of their deck, and then negate the skill for the duration of the turn or game. Then we run 3 of the Son Gohan and Piccolo. He's got Barrier, Revive blue-green, and when this card attacks, your opponent drops 1 card. So originally I had this at 4 of these and 3 of the 5-drop Zamasu. So, but then I'm like, they basically do the same thing, and they are both 3 costs, but the Zamasu basically becomes a 2 cost, and he is indestructible, so Revive is, in my opinion, weaker. The only pro of having this is that it's a multicolor, and I'm like, I run enough multicolor to where I shouldn't really need to worry about that. Next up, we got 3 Son Goku and Gohan. So he's Arrival blue-green for 1 blue and 1 green. And when you play this card, choose it to one of your opponent's battle cards with energy cost of 5 or less, place it in their energy and rest mode, and then your opponent chooses 1 card in their hand and places it in the drop area. So your hand control and you're defensively playing this, you can mitigate an attack, or get rid of another threat that's possibly on board if you comboed out of that previous attack. But this is really strong. I didn't realize how good this was until I started using it. But great spot removal. This deck has no issues getting rid of threats. The only issue it has is stuff with barrier. And last but not least, definitely not least, secret rare. The Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, Peak of Primitive Power. So he's a rival for 3 blue, 2 green. When you play this card during your turn, he gets double strike, critical, triple attack. You're only wanting to play this during your turn, although you can play it during your opponent's turn. And if you do that, you KO one of their battle, or you don't even KO, you place one of your opponent's battle cards ignoring barrier in the drop area, and then you place the top 2 cards of your deck in your energy. So he's ramp, but again, you really don't want to worry about this or that ability. You're going to be playing this offensively pretty much 100% of the time. So the idea is you arrival for this guy, you use your leader's ult, then you swing with him, you Senzu Bean as much as you can, unyielding Spirit Trunks, basically restanding 4 energy, and which allows you, if you have Goku Black on board, to play another Twisted Justice or anything along those lines. But yeah, so you're able to basically play this guy, then 2 Twisted Justice or 2 Zamasus, or even other stuff beyond that, just in one turn. So yeah, that's going to do it for this deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. I got some more deck profiles coming. There's 2 decks that I'm working on right now, and we're nearing 50 subscribers. I'm going to do probably an update video when we hit that milestone, talk about some stuff I have planned for the future, and where general directions I want to take the channel. So now that I'm starting to actually get a little bit of traction. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. See ya. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Saiyan Squabbles. I am Papa Pink. Gosh dang it, dog. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Saiyan Squabbles. I am Papa Ping Pong, here to bring you yet another deck profile. So today I'm bringing you a deck that I've actually been... Darn it, dog.